I'm new at this, so. Administrative, we'll go right to review and acceptance of September 14th meeting minutes.
I motion to accept the meeting minutes of September 14th, 2022.
Second.
All right, Amanda motions, Joe seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, on to housekeeping items, that would be Mackenzie?
I believe this was your item first, the business
Okay.
card.
Oh, the
Yeah.
business, oh, I'm sorry, okay. So business cards for
Okay,
commissioners.
so
Merit.
Typically it's me first.
Yeah, so basically just every other elected town office, they supply business cards. It's just, I go to a lot of like events and political events and stuff, so it's like, it'd be really helpful to give them out. And I mean, on top of that, it's like next to nothing, $12.99 on Vistaprint for $500. So I mean, and we wouldn't even need that, you know what I mean?
You should totally get them.
Yeah.
$12.99, that's cheap.
Yeah,
Well, generic meaning just,
So the precedent, after you brought it, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
oh, sorry, no, yeah, I talked to Holly Sergeant, and she said that, for us, we have our own, so instead of the town seal, just this one.
The logo.
The same as.
well, wait a minute, is this something we have to vote on first?
So after you brought it up, I wasn't sure if it was something that's like a precedent. So I asked Joyce when we were at the holiday tree lighting meeting, and she said it's not a precedent that's been set and that it's up to the discretion of the board
Right,
and the department to decide what they want to do with the funds. So
right.
you guys would
So I
make a
want to
motion.
make a motion to supply the commissioners with business cards, maybe 100, I don't know, 200, whatever.
Okay, so
Agree on.
motion is made, you're on, motion's on the floor. I can't second or anything, so. I don't personally see a need for it, but you do, so.
Yeah, it's
That's okay.
definitely very, very, very helpful. I mean, especially when I, when you're out somewhere, like I went, for example, I went out to the,
Wait, there's a motion on the floor, so we gotta finish. So you motioned to get them and no one seconds, so motion is, what do you call it?
table.
Doesn't pass.
Doesn't pass.
No, I'd like to table the motion to a later date since we only have, one person to be able to second.
Okay, we could put it on the agenda for next month, so.
Awesome.
But that was a
I
motion
think
though.
you have to have a second on a table too. I
No, you don't need a second on it.
don't care. I'm not seconding business cards. If you want them, you can buy them. I'm not taking it out of the town budget.
Oh,
So you can table it next month.
$12.99, right? God damn, blowing the bank.
You should
Okay,
invest in
so-
a watch first.
What's that?
Okay, so we're back onto the business cards, guys.
I didn't.
So that didn't pass, and possibly you can put it back on the agenda another time.
Sounds good.
Okay. Not sure if that's what we should have done, but we'll move on. All right, town emails for commission members?
You said
That's
Amanda. I didn't.
Your item again.
I'm sorry. Amanda just said something about the cards and I didn't hear, but she won't repeat
Okay,
it to me.
Joe, is this your
Yeah.
the emails for commission members?
Yeah, so this one is, I think, extremely important. In fact, I would be surprised, Amanda, if you didn't second this one, because you've mentioned in the past serial deliberations and whatnot, things on email and everything else. So the idea is, I talked to Mike Ward and he said absolutely everyone on an elected board is entitled to an email. So it's all free, nothing we have to pay for, nothing like that. But on top of that, we have a third party as oversight being the town hall. So like if there's, like right now we're using like a private third party entity, whereas we could be linked up on the same server as the rest of the town, and all of those emails will be recorded. And so if there's ever an issue or not even an issue, just, I mean, I think it would be even better for us to be on the Clinton, email list. I mean, just as a board, I mean, we deserve that just as a board, but, you know, I'm just trying to point out some of the benefits, but I think that would be really, really helpful, like, because, you know, it's transparent. It shows that no one has anything to hide, and it shows transparency for the community. So
I'm a little confused on that because I don't
maybe not the
understand,
community.
like what emails, like we don't get the board emails from
Like
selectmen or
like
the other the other boards and.
Yeah, they
Why
all
would-
have one.
Not all
We
the
have
other
one.
boards do.
We have an email that we
Yeah,
get.
No, I'm
Everybody in the board has to get the emails that are sent to us, so
I don't
that's
have
why
access
there's.
to that email.
The Parks Rec Commission email auto forwards everything to,
Yeah, and the only
individual-
person that sends from that email will be directive from John, because he's the chair.
So that would be perfect because then we'd have it all on record.
It's
and-
already,
It
it
already
already
is.
saves
What does
everything.
one
It
thing that
is.
for me especially I can say one thing that's tremendously difficult for me to handle is organizing my mail out and separating out each time I get a new message to a thread, you know, I have to like find that thread and stuff, and like it's really difficult for me.
Well,
And
I don't find it difficult, and I'm not
I
that.
do.
I'm not
I
that
find it difficult.
technologically advanced. I'm really not sure what you're talking about, because
Like,
since I've been on this board,
Gmail,
For 2 years
I can't separate
plus.
my emails from Gmail and plus
I have Gmail
the
and I separate it fine.
plus the
I'm not
ones.
really sure where we're going with this.
I'm really
I literally
happy
manage
that
5 different email accounts, just myself, not just here.
No, not
And I think
necessary.
like,
This
that's
isn't
a you,
necessary.
that's a you thing,
this
so if
isn't necessary.
you can't
Patty,
manage your.
But no,
isn't-
Joe,
this isn't necessary. She should be stopped.
You need to
She
stop
should be
too.
stopped.
She was speaking, let her speak.
She's speaking against me, telling me how she manages 5 accounts
And we all do.
easily.
I manage
Okay, well,
many
what-
accounts as well.
The thing that I'm trying to point out is that it's difficult for me, and it would be, you don't have to use your email. If they give you a Patricia Kerrigan at clintonmass.gov, you don't need to ever log into it. But it's there for you if you decide you want to
Are you
use
making a
it.
motion?
Am I making a motion?
Yeah, are you making a motion?
I was planning to, but
Okay.
you're kind of
I'm just asking.
Does this have anything to do with that news email setup that's going around?
Oh, the network, so you got
The
the Network
network, yeah.
Solutions email, that's from the Parks Rec Commission email. So all of the emails.
So that one should be
Are-
from you. That should be you, the
No.
Clinton Parks and Recreation one, and
sorry.
then everyone should have a.
Can I finish real quick?
Sorry. Yeah.
The Clinton Parks and Rec email is me,
Yeah,
but the
let her
Parks
finish.
Rec Commission email, John has access to. And I
So-
set it up and put the new commissioners on. But everything that gets, like when we email the agendas, it gets emailed to the Parks Rec Commission.
So should we all have access to that email account then?
No.
Because okay, so
Sorry.
then then
It's-
why shouldn't we just get our own
So-
emails? I don't see.
Can I finish? I'm sorry.
I just don't see the.
So I don't care if you have your own email or not, I'm just trying to explain the network solutions. It's,
Yeah, no, I'm just
the-
trying to make things easier for myself, but for everyone as well. And I think that being linked up on the same server as the rest of the town would be really wise, really transparent, really ethical.
I understand what you're
In my
trying to do, I just
opinion.
wanted to explain the network solutions, which is the server that the town, because Laura and I both have town emails. And, the Parks Rec Commission email is also on Network Solutions, which is what gives you the @clintonma.gov.
Right.
And so every email that is sent to a commissioner regarding the commission is sent via that email, so it's already
Right.
monitored by the town.
So if like
So you
so if
have
we were
those
part of
emails
that
because you're
email,
employees.
so
Just as I was an employee at the town one time and had that same email that I no longer use. I say we just stay with what's happening now because it's working. I
it's
haven't had a
really
problem with it
not
at all.
working for me. I'm just trying to come up with a solution that's ethical for the whole commission and town.
I don't see anything non-ethical about the way it's working now.
Well, I talked to, well, like I said, it's difficult for me to, by ethical, I mean monitored by a third party, so that there's no.
It already
It
is
is,
though, with the
that's
network
what,
solutions
that's why it
email.
goes through
Well,
the Parks
that's-
Rec Commission.
Yeah, see, that's like a maze to get to,
It's-
like, I have to add a certain email whenever I email anyone,
So
so
you-
that it's on that server.
But you're not supposed to be emailing people as an individual commissioner.
That's my point, I wanna be able to eliminate anything that could be considered serial deliberation, whatnot, like Amanda had mentioned in
But
the
as an
past.
individual board member, you're not supposed to email anybody outside of the commission email.
So Joe, we just got that email.
I'm just
we
talking
got
about all the
an
emails
email
that
from
we get.
John. We just got a recent email from John about the resignation letter, and I responded,
Okay, see, I
Mary
haven't
responded.
seen that yet.
Well, I don't know
I-
why you don't see it, because it comes
I
up.
searched through my emails today, I looked through my emails about 7 times today.
I don't have an
know.
answer for
At
that.
this point, I think we're just wasting time because Amanda's clearly not gonna second a motion,
Well, I agree
so-
we're wasting time, because I don't see an issue with the
Yeah,
email.
no, it's
So we're
it's a
gonna move
huge
on
waste
from
of
this if
time,
you're not
so
gonna make a
let's,
motion.
so can we table this to a later date?
Well, I guess you could put it on, there's no motion, so nothing needs to be tabled, you can put it on the agenda again.
I motion to give each commission member an email address under the same account services, so that the only emails that I get to that email are from everyone in this room.
Okay, again, there's no second, so we're gonna pass on that.
Right,
And we're gonna move on.
I asked if we could table that, actually,
Well,
not pass.
again, we have to pass because there's no second, and you'll have to bring it up on another,
A table
agenda.
doesn't need to be seconded. A table doesn't need to be seconded.
no, I know, but you motioned, you said you wanted a motion to.
No, I want to table the motion, is what I'm saying, because you said I had to make a motion first and then
Okay,
table it.
motion's tabled, you'll have to put it on the agenda again.
All right,
All right,
thank you.
Mackenzie, the Commissioner
Waste of
Mike
time.
Garfolio's resignation.
So we have.
The
So the letter is the last page in your packet. So if you want to turn to the very last page, that has the official letter we received from the town letting us know. And then we, per that email from that Amanda, or Patty, were you referencing it?
Yes.
From yesterday. We have,
And that's included in everyone's packet as
Yes.
well.
It looks great.
okay, awesome.
Yes.
So
Is this it, this one?
that's
The one
the one that we
loose,
received from,
right
Do we have
sorry,
a-
I added to my packet.
Underneath, Patty, it's not in the packet.
Do we have a new logo?
It's
Okay.
the logo that we use. We have a couple of different logos. We have the Live, Play, Grow, and then when we did the notes sent out to potential sponsors for the holiday pops,
This is our
we didn't have
letterhead.
any
Yeah.
letterhead.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is our new letterhead because we didn't have any letterhead, so we needed to create it.
I was
Okay,
just gonna
so
say, I like it.
Can
It looks
either of
good.
you explain now, this letter goes to the select board and they will advertise?
They will,
Yeah.
from what I know,
I
that
don't
we send a
know.
note to them and then they will reach out to us to schedule a joint meeting. And then,
The whole select board and the whole Parks and Rec board, or what's
Mhm.
left of it, will
Yeah.
vote.
Okay.
But
Can we go
Will
through
that be
the-
done
can
at a
we-
select board meeting or a separate meeting?
I
Because,
think
It's
you
usually
did
done
a
at a
select
select
board
board
meeting.
yeah, because,
Yes.
yeah, that's how I
Excuse
remember it.
me?
Yes, it was.
Excuse me, can we, briefly, if it's not, too difficult, just, I don't know any of the steps for appointing a member.
It's-
Yeah, I don't
If you
either.
go to the last page,
Until-
all I know is.
Were you
your
appointed?
Molly.
I was appointed and I
So you
know,
must know
that's
some
how I
steps.
learned, but
So you know?
my question is, when is it going to be advertised? That's my question. Like,
Hopefully soon, but if
And then
If
my
we gotta get
question
this
is just
letter
what's gonna
approved, so
go
I'll
on.
motion to approve the letter and have it sent to the select board.
Motion's on the table, Joe.
I just want to know how this works first. I just want to know what's.
So Laura will,
So what I'll
Thank
do
you.
tomorrow, I will bring this up to town hall because I know that Joyce is out of town for the next 2 days. And I will hand it directly to Mike Ward. It gives us enough time to get on the agenda for the November 16th meeting. And I will also ask Mike for the steps that
I was
I know
just-
we all have to come and then we vote as a collective, a joint vote. And I'm not, I think we bring a list of people that we want and the select board may have a list of people and
So,
then it's a
like-
joint vote and it's a majority vote.
I think they have to
Are we
pull
gonna be
papers.
meeting-
Yeah,
So,
so I'll get the steps and once I get the steps, I will
Will we
print
be
them out for
meeting
everyone.
again before that?
Well, if we need to advertise and if we
Because I
need to
honestly,
ask.
I have no clue. Like, is
Probably won't happen because of the December meeting.
Yeah.
like I don't know how to
They literally
get
just
people on
tell
the
us when to
list.
show
I
up,
don't
we
know
show up.
I'll ask.
exactly.
And
I'll write it
that's
up, I'll write up
what
a
it is.
process
It's-
and so we all know and I'll put it as
So
part of
anyone with
the
an
email.
intent on wanting to
Thank
fill
you.
that
I
position has to
appreciate
write a
that.
letter to the select board.
okay.
They have, yeah, so it has to be advertised. I'm not sure of the amount of time, and I don't think it's gonna be November, I think
typically
it's
it's-
December,
Typically, it's been 2 weeks
2 weeks.
in the past, when we went through it with you and John,
Yep,
and, yeah.
but it dragged on and that's what we don't want
Well,
happening
yeah,
now.
'cause, yes, we had multiple people.
So
We don't wanna
hopefully in
rush it either, and we wanna
hopefully
make
in
sure we get
December,
a
we'll
good
have
person.
candidates that we can discuss and,
There's an election in June, we need a spot to fill.
yeah.
We need somebody here
Okay, so
yesterday.
that's something I didn't know. So we don't. So we have until
This letter
the.
should've went out
we have
last
until
month.
the next. We have until the next election.
Oh, no, the
No.
person who gets appointed will be appointed until the next election, then they
Mike's-
have the option
Until
to
the
run
next.
again.
Okay, to finish
Because
out
Mike's
the,
term runs out this
this year.
June, this, yes.
Okay, I didn't realize his term was running.
Okay,
Okay.
so we have a,
Motion on the
motion on
floor.
the floor that Amanda accepting the Commissioner Mike Garfoley's resignation letter that Laura will take care of tomorrow and bring it up to the town hall.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Joe, are you gonna
And I
second that?
second that.
All right. Joe seconded it. I'll set Laura for you to go. All right, next step's filling, oh, that's, never mind. Forget that, that's me.
This one is ours, because that is
Is it the,
the,
you're closing the Parks and Recreation?
closing the
Yes.
office for the week between Christmas and New Year's, just because
Yep.
we don't have the staffing to run our regular programming. And Laura and I both have comp time that we were hoping to use before the end of the year, so.
So 12/27 and 12/28, and then 12/29.
So our
No
office-
programs are running, right?
No, it won't be running because we didn't, all of our seniors that are counselors for that, what would work that week, they're going on like college tours or vacation. So we don't have the staffing so that I would confidently be able to run any programming. So our office is already closed due to the holiday for 2 days for Christmas observed and then New Year's Eve. So, is it New Year's Eve? No, that's the Friday, so it's Christmas observed.
Sunday is the 25th, so you're talking about
Yes. So we would get, the town gives like the observed holiday off
On
for the
Monday.
following day. And then we would just need to close it for the 27th, 28th, and 29th, and then I guess it would be the 30th as well. Let me look at a calendar.
Do you need a motion for that, or is that just an informal?
I believe when they're requesting time, they just need you or John's approval. Is what,
Yeah, well, you gave sufficient reason why you need it closed, because you don't have staffing, so yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
It's
I
fine
think.
with
If you
I
need
think
to add the
that only makes
30th,
sense. If you have
you can add
3
the 30th.
available.
as
Okay,
well.
thank you.
all right.
yeah.
All right,
Sure.
updates, Phil Duffy and
makes
Brian
sense, I think.
Farrager. I know that there was
3
confusion with
days
Brian
might
tonight,
Yes, that was my bad. I
That's
thought
okay,
he was on an email.
but I know you took care of it and you have a report from him, so if you want to go ahead, give us that report.
So I have the Central Park trash cans per Phil Duffy. He said that he came down to the meeting to discuss that, and they're gonna be waiting until spring 23 to replace those. There are no updates on Central Park lighting from when Phil Duffy had come down to the meeting to discuss that. And then the trees at Central Park have been
I
removed.
have one question.
The trees what?
Were removed.
Were removed.
Yeah, I did
The
see
ones that
that.
you
Yeah.
discussed,
I took a
yeah.
picture of it just in case.
Jimmy and Cole were playing on it at the Halloween walk.
Oh,
I don't know if you.
go ahead, Joe, what's your
I
question?
don't know if you know this, but I was thinking about it, and we have signs that say no trespassing after dark. Is that gonna be allowed now since we're illuminating the walkway?
I think it's illuminated for safety, just in a,
Oh, like in case something like happened at night or something, you wanna be able to get camera footage or something like that.
we don't have
along
any
those
cameras,
lines.
but I think,
Just along those lines, be seen by the public.
yeah, the idea is that you can't, lighting is always good for,
Yeah.
to be able to,
Absolutely.
because we do have events in the park too, like we have the movie After Dark in the park, and there's things like that, and people can rent the space. So there's
Right.
always
Oh,
reason.
okay. I
Um,
didn't even realize that. You can rent it
Okay.
after dark.
And then additionally, the Vale Street lighting project is underway and should be done by the end of November and in shape for the spring season.
That's awesome.
Finally,
I'm so
That's
excited.
a good- that's a good thing.
I've got a lot of people hungry for that.
Oh
Good.
man, me too.
Well, now they will have it.
So many people ask about that. I think that's probably the most asked
Okay,
question.
department updates, that's you guys again?
Yes, so the Salem trip this fall was a success and we're hoping to do it again in 2023. The CHS interns, we had them, right now they're doing TikTok marketing, which is awesome, and we're reaching different audiences than we traditionally would be reaching. So they're making videos to promote our events, like the holiday pops and the holiday tree lighting,
That's kind of
and
cool.
summer playground. They're also working on program development, and they came up with the idea of having a babysitting night. So during
For the holidays, you mean, or?
for the holidays, so that parents can go Christmas shopping, drop the kids off.
I know
Or-
what you're going to.
Yeah,
And
or
then just regular,
for Valentine's Day, they wanted to do one where they come in, they make Valentines for their parents or their class or anything like that, and it's again like a babysitting drop
That's
off for a couple
adorable.
hours.
yep. You did that last year for Valentine's Day,
I tried to
right?
do it
Yes.
like babysitting night, but I started promoting it too late, and
Yeah.
I feel like involving the Valentines in that as well would help to give it purpose.
So will they do like any non-holiday ones too?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
hopefully, I also want to definitely get it on the warrant for town meeting this year for additional money in our budget for staffing so that we can have more programs like that, like childcare
Well,
programs.
isn't that in that budget for that extra?
We did give our raises,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. All right, that's fine.
And then if you go to the page that I had passed out, the summer playground recap, that gives the statistics from this past year. If you want to.
It's very successful. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, for your first full time taking
Yeah.
it over.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And not
For
having
sure.
anything to fall back on.
Seriously.
We're very excited to beef it up some more for next year, especially our teen program. We were looking at field trips this week for that and to hopefully get that enrollment back up just because
Yeah.
middle schoolers are hard to
I'd
please.
like to take a
Definitely
second
is
to
needed.
congratulate you on all that.
Thank you.
That's a lot of stuff.
And
You did a great job.
thank you. And for our results of the summer playground poll that we put out on the Google Forms, the biggest thing that we were asked about was having the ability in the future for people to sign up for individual days rather than whole weeks.
What do you think about that?
See, I'm not sure, just because that would limit enrollment for the full week, but I was thinking we can incorporate a field trip only group, which has been done in the past, but they stopped doing it a couple years ago.
Well, that might be a good start.
Yeah,
That's
where
a good
people can sign
idea.
up for just the field trip and get a supervised visit to Canopy Lake
I
or,
think that's a good idea, cause that's the type of kid I was at that age. I wouldn't go with the big group. I'd go with if there was a little group going somewhere, then I'd go there. So I like that.
Well, it still would be a big group. Did you say in addition to the playground going,
I mean, without committing like a week.
Right,
You know.
without committing to the week for playgrounds. So yeah, I agree, there are kids out there that might want to do that.
Yeah. And
Or
then,
financially that can handle it.
that's true. It's a
Okay.
lot of people were saying that like
That's
they
true.
were stay-at-home moms or they didn't work in the summer, so it didn't make as much sense for them to send their
Right.
kids for the full week, but the kids wanted to go, so it was like
Yeah, I
trying to
think
find a
that's
way to
a,
accommodate that group.
that's a good starting point, the field trips, and then you can go from there.
Yeah, and then for
I
the
agree, I like that.
oh, thank you. For the Philbin skate park signage, Brian and I are gonna have the language down for that and then have them ordered for the spring. So they should be all set.
For the spring, okay, good. All right, upcoming events, again, back to you, Mackenzie.
So we're still working on the teen hangouts beginning. I'm hoping to have them started by the beginning of December, maybe the 9th. That way, football's over, things are kind of winding down, and there's not a ton of like indoor places where kids can go to hang out, and they may still be able to use the field too before it gets too cold.
Yep. Are you
Um,
advertising for that?
Not yet, just because I wanna make sure that we have everything, like limits and stuff like that, and figure out how we're gonna do enrollment, just because I don't want it to be a free-for-all.
How will you advertise?
Facebook, I'll have the interns do the TikTok marketing, because I feel like
Okay.
that's the age group that's gonna be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, let me go there, like,
All right,
and,
sounds good.
yeah, so we're hoping to get those started.
All right, holiday pops, I know that's out in
Yes.
full force. How's that going?
It's going great. The Holiday Pops is scheduled for Saturday, December 3rd. We already have 25 tables pre-sold and 37 balcony tickets pre-sold, which is great.
The email just came out to us parents today, so I have
For
a
the
feeling-
chorus.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, so I have a feeling
You're
you're
gonna
gonna
get
be
flooded
selling a
tickets,
lot
yeah.
more tickets.
Which is great. Well, what we did is we have, so the Mass Symphony Orchestra and 2 soloists, and then we have the Salisbury Singers, which is a 30-person chorus, and then the Clinton High School and Middle School Symphony Singers will be singing Somewhere in My Memory and Believe, and they'll be accompanied by Colin, I can't remember his name, but he is an accompanist for the orchestra to make it easier for them to be able to sing. We're gonna have the guest reader, the guest conductor, a visit from Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Nice, good to
Um,
have it back.
And so everything
Yeah,
is
I'm
is
excited.
coming together. The committee's been great. We've done phenomenal with donations and some of the grants that I wrote that have come through. So we should be able to have a nice amount of cash in the revolving account for next year if we plan to do it.
Great
Okay,
job.
So 25
guys.
tables are taken, how many are left?
There are,
What'd you
we have
say?
55, so
Okay.
we
Halfway there.
have 30 tables. No, can I add? We have 30
30
tables
tables
left.
left,
And,
like you said.
and we're selling them
Yeah,
for,
it's-
a table of 6 is $125, so you get a ticket free because we're trying to be conscious and mindful of the economy. And then for the students that are singing and the symphony singers, we are giving them each one ticket. So
Nice.
if a family member wants to come, at least they're not put out and they can sit in the balcony
All right, good.
and get a
That's-
balcony seat. So we wanted to be mindful, again, that the children are coming and their parents want to see.
And under
Yeah.
12, I think it's $10. Is that what it was?
15, balconies are 15, and
The kids under 12, I think it was 10.
Kids.
I think they are listed.
Yeah, the
as
kids
that.
are 10.
The kids are- I think that's,
on the flyer.
No,
No,
on-
on
when
the
you
rec
go,
desk.
yeah, when you go on the rec desk to do it, because I already was looking at
Oh,
buying
then we have
them.
to take that off,
Yeah.
because that's some old pricing. So that didn't pop up and people are just buying tables of 6 because they're still
Okay.
saving money.
Okay.
and, I checked Rec Desk today, and we've actually surpassed our numbers already for, tickets sold in 2019 and 2018.
Nice.
And it's
good.
only the beginning of November, so.
Oh, that's excellent.
Right, that's really
That's
good.
awesome.
Like you said, if they just came out for the parents, then
Yeah,
they're gonna get flooded, because I know
Yeah,
I was one of them.
I just got the email before I came down here, so.
Okay, good, all right. All right, scarecrows in the park,
scarecrow.
loved looking at them, got
Yeah.
lots of pictures
They
of my
came out
grandchildren.
awesome.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
I love that Laura one.
Not me.
I know, but I swear to God that scarecrow was you.
Oh, the first one? It
Yes,
wasn't
The
me.
chef.
yes, I know it wasn't you, but I loved it. It was my
So
favorite
nice.
one.
I thought the Minion was pretty creative.
The minion was
Yes,
cool.
that-
that menu was good.
Yeah, with the grocery bag, who would have ever thought of that?
Yeah,
The headless horseman, they were
Yes.
awesome.
They
that
were
was
good.
good too. They did a great job. That's fun.
So that was
What was the
definitely
numbers like?
success.
I
The
think they were
numbers-
low?
No,
They-
15.
Yeah, we
15.
matched we had 12 last year,
Okay.
so we're going up. Great direction.
Okay, good. All
Um,
right, pumpkin decorating?
yeah, that event was successful as well. The families had a great time. We have the gingerbread coming up too, which is similar, and we already filled that one. So
One night or two, because remember last year you
yeah, I'm
did
gonna
two?
have to add another one.
Okay.
And I did not book only because Bella has play Monday through Wednesday, or I would have scooped that up as well.
Monday through Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the
so-
play is December
It is,
8th
but
or
Oh,
or
okay.
10th.
the
No,
9th and 10th,
So,
but she's
So
at,
that following
yeah,
week.
we were planning
okay.
to do in the following week.
okay.
So there's a possibility.
Awesome.
I'll be
Okay,
watching.
good. 2 classes for gingerbread out there if you want to join.
Yes. One's full.
Oh,
One's full, sorry. All right, this
Mackenzie,
next one.
Did you file my Cory check? Am I allowed-
That's with Joyce.
Yeah, it's with Joyce.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
okay.
continue with this first.
No, I just
okay.
wanted to see if I could
cook-
volunteer.
Cookie decorating
Don't
class.
say anything.
Okay. The cookie decorating class. Unfortunately, we could not have that this month. I think that one in December is going to be much more successful, and we're looking at having it on the 17th or 18th. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get
Okay.
more enrolled. I know Patty was excited about it. She was our sole.
Really? Are you
Yeah.
gonna bring the kids?
She signed up alone.
Oh, did you?
No.
Because
Yeah.
my mother-in-law wanted to sign Bella up, and I'm like, well, she's not 15, so she can't do it. But
Yeah, but maybe you could talk to her and see if she does
like
a
a mommy and me
tween one
cookie,
or
That
a
would be
mom,
cool,
a mommy
yeah.
and
Mom
me
and-
cookie class would
mom
be
and a
cool in
daughter
the
one. So
future.
that's a thought too.
Yeah.
Or like because I would have totally signed Grammy up for that too.
That would be cool.
We are doing with the Girl Scouts over February vacation as part of their service project to earn one of their awards, this bronze, silver, and gold. They're going to have sort of your person and you. So whether it's Grammy, grandpa, aunt, uncle, mom, dad, a friend,
I
and
like
do
that.
sort of adult-child cooking class and teach basic skills.
Cute.
Well, the
you
Girl
could do
Scout
it.
needs a grandma step in.
Okay.
I'm a nana though.
I like that. I like that.
With
idea,
one end.
Like a lot
With one end.
better than the just mother thing. 'cause,
Okay,
like,
so
you know, I
you're
didn't-
gonna
I
try
didn't
again
have
for
to-
December, that's a good thing, because that
Okay.
seems like a fun
Inclusivity.
class.
So I can just bring anyone.
But
I
you will
think
bring
that
up
would be-
to her maybe kids too.
Yes, I will bring, let me make a note of that too.
And parent-child.
Okay, next, my favorite, moving and grooving.
It is up for enrollment again, everybody's favorite. And we've had a lot of people very interested in the drop-in classes.
Right.
So I'm happy that we're able to offer that this time
Yeah.
too. Because I feel like
I
that'll,
think makes a difference in this
Yeah.
time of the year.
exactly, because people are so busy. And I'm glad it's right around the holidays, that way she can use holiday music and stuff
Right.
like that, so that'll be fun. Fun and
Yeah.
festive.
It's been going well, I like it.
Yeah, she does an awesome job.
Yeah, I come as a helper.
People get so excited about that.
All right, Discover Halloween Walk and the pumpkin contest.
So the Discover Halloween Walk went super well. We had over 2,000 people at our table, which is very cool. And we were gonna have the pumpkins out, if anybody wanted to let them be displayed at the Halloween Walk, but everybody wanted to take their pumpkin home, which is understandable. So,
They used to do that.
yeah,
Yeah, they
so,
used to, but you can keep trying, maybe someone will wanna do it each year.
yeah, maybe we'll do something. I was thinking, and Laura and I came up with having like a different craft to display, like maybe like they donate one, or we could do like paper pumpkins and we'll like put them on
Good
a
idea.
tablecloth or something.
Yeah,
So something.
you guys are always on the ball, that's good. Good you don't just, forget about it, you move on. Good. All right, tree lighting ceremony.
So the George Baileys are going to be at the tree lighting this year, and a subcommittee has been formed, and we met on Monday. Was
Who is it?
so the holiday tree lighting. And we have the George Bailey Awards. Discovery Collection is going to announce the winner during that ceremony.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Will the-
I didn't know about that awards. What is it exactly?
Will the
Just
winner be a
briefly.
present? Do they know?
They should be. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't fall under my department. So it's
anyone
under
know, like,
Discovery
what
Collection.
Yeah, they used to do it at the Strand. It's,
Somebody that has
Somebody
the
who's given back to
qualities.
the community and
Right.
given back. I got it
okay,
4 years
okay.
From the
ago.
movie.
I was just
Like
gonna
the
say, someone like
shrimp-
Laura.
like the
I got it
shrimp
4 years
kind
ago, so I was awarded it. So, they write up a speech about you, you get a picture of sort of, from It's a Wonderful Life, the little girl who hears every time you hear a
That's what I
bell.
was just picturing.
And it's really nice.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
it's a very nice ceremony.
I like that
It's
a
nice to
lot.
be recognized when you put so much into your
Yeah.
community, so.
That's-
Yeah, so
Congratulations, Laura.
that ceremony.
And
should-
congratulations
Yeah,
to the future one.
Congratulations.
So
All right.
that ceremony should be good, and we also have the Girl Scouts are caroling.
Oh.
The senior center is going to be open, showing It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh.
Possibly, they're going to be open, but they're hoping to show It's a Wonderful Life. We will have refreshments, hot chocolate and donuts, hopefully, and the selectmen's holiday party is kind of combining with us, and they're going to pass out their festive treats there. So they'll have a table. I don't know
Selecting
exactly what
treats.
they're gonna.
Is that the one they used to do on Saturday when Santa came?
I think so,
yes.
because they didn't do it last year.
The last 2 years.
Right,
So they're combined. We're just doing the event together so that everybody gets
That's
there.
good.
So
that's good.
So is Santa gonna come on a fire truck?
he is.
If you could.
Yes.
Gotta get those important things out. Okay. Thanks for that update. And next is the skating rink and status.
So I had talked to Brian yesterday, and him and Tom had checked to see if we had all of the pieces, and it's just everywhere. So they're trying to figure out what we need to get for the season. So to be continued.
Okay, well,
As
at least
far
they're
as that
working
goes,
on it.
yes.
so-
Yeah.
So hopefully.
So the pieces they found are usable?
They seem to be in good
Okay.
condition. They
Good.
just don't know what we're missing, and they don't want to get it out there and almost built and then realize that we're missing part of the liner or something like that. So
Alright.
we'll see. Hopefully, I would love to get it out this year though.
Yeah. What are you thinking, here, right?
Here.
Yeah. I mean, I went to those down at Vale Street and they were very,
Really?
yeah, they were fun.
We have a ton of skates upstairs too. So
Yeah, well, I didn't skate. Maybe you can skate.
We can get you on
skate.
some skates.
All right, last thing here is the CPR wish list. How are we
So-
doing on that?
we actually wanted to, or we had been talking about this week looking into the purchase of a decommissioned school bus, so that we
Ooh.
could use that for a possible after-school program in the future, or if we were to change the location of our summer program, to be able to move the kids down to the pool, things like that. And then getting the proper licenses for that as well. So
So a reconditioned school bus. Nice.
Mhm.
that could be fun.
That's cool.
So you know all the legalities you have to go through for it, right?
That's what we're looking into.
Okay, good.
It's, yeah. And as well as I had mentioned earlier, maybe increasing our budget for staffing so that we can have maybe an after-school program next year. So that would be cool. And all of that is, needs to be ironed out before the finance committee meetings, but it's just
Do
on
we
the
have a
table.
date on that finance
I
committee?
have no idea.
Okay, that's all right, I think I ask every meeting. All right, any more updates? Are we all set? Anyone have anything to update? All right, public comment from anyone?
I'd like to make a comment.
Okay, Amanda?
I'd like to apologize to the public on behalf of the board for not having a meeting last month due to not meeting a quorum. I'd also like to apologize to anyone whose time was inconvenienced due to this, including our citizen over there. I know that he was supposed to come to our last meeting to update us at our next meeting, so I apologize that that didn't happen. In the future, communication is a must. Everyone's time is valuable, and being late and not showing up is unacceptable. And that's all I have to say, Patty.
All right, thank you.
Is it your place to reprimand?
All right, I
People,
guess
'cause I was
we are
for that,
looking
for that.
for a motion to
Motion to adjourn at
6:42.
That
6:42.
wasn't appropriate.
Motion is on the table to adjourn. Joe is seconding it.
Seconded.
Okay, at 6:42. Rec. I mean, Fuller Field Commission meeting is opened,
Not
and we're
people,
looking
just
at administrative work, review and acceptance of September 14th meeting minutes.
I motion to approve the September 14th, 2022 meeting minutes for Fuller Field Commission.
Okay, motion is on the floor to accept the meeting. We need a second.
Second.
Joe seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving on to housekeeping. Do we
I
have-
covered everything in the previous
Okay.
meeting, so.
All right, moving on to department updates, any?
The water main project was
Oh.
finished, so that is awesome. Brian,
We should be dancing for that.
yeah, right, oversaw the whole thing, and now we have a fun little, like, topper for the.
So no more open-
manhole, so
Okay,
we're.
good, thanks, Brian.
Yes.
All right, how about the feasibility study updates for the,
I have not received any feasibility study updates as of right now, so hopefully,
we'll get on that next, because that really needs to be done.
yes, it does.
Especially if you're gonna be growing your programs.
I would love
we need
more
the
rec
space.
yes.
Okay, so we're on to public comments, and that's where Gregory comes in. You have a presentation for us, Gregory?
I do.
All right, you're on the floor.
I think you have to introduce yourself
Oh,
for the,
yes.
yes.
You introduce and give your address.
Okay. I'm Gregory Barros. I live at 200B Ridgefield Circle. I've lived there since 1995.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm representing as spokesperson as well as principal, the Acme Productions Corporation.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
Where are they from?
So what,
Right here in Clinton.
what exactly do you guys do?
We help individuals as well as collectives optimize the value of their assets through productions such as theatrical, film, and audio.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Where are you
That's really
located?
interesting.
I'm sorry.
Where are you located?
Right out of my home.
Okay. Okay,
It's not a giant corporation. If you're thinking of, it's named kind of in remembrance of the Acme Corporation, which we used to see in Roadrunner and
Yes.
in, Wile E. Coyote cards.
yeah.
Babies too.
Copies of anything that you want us to distribute to the board?
Oh,
So I can make,
I'll make them, Mackenzie.
could I do
I'll make enough for everyone that's here.
Might be easier,
Thank you, Laura.
have a visual.
Sure, that'll go. Sure. I'm going to talk to you about, pardon me, I'm going to talk to you about the diamond mine and acres of diamonds. And I'm going to be very specific about that in reference to the diamond mine itself, which will yield those acres of diamonds, and this is what I have in mind. In the year 2023, my plan is to bring back exhibition vintage baseball to Fuller Field. This is exhibition ball. In 2024, my plan is to have a league presence right here in Clinton. So part of it will be to have a local Clinton team, which we use Fuller Field, presumably, as its home field. And it could also be the home field for other vintage baseball teams as well.
Now, is this going to be co-ed?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Will it be co-ed or just predominantly male? Co-ed?
Co-ed.
Is it just
I don't see
baseball?
why it couldn't be.
Okay.
It hadn't occurred to me, but there's no reason why it can't. Since in vintage baseball, women did play, as a
Yes.
matter of fact. And that's been part of the experience that I'm talking about, educating the public, particularly here in Clinton, about the history of baseball, including during its vintage era, which was between 1850 and 1910.
And to have it on this field,
Exactly,
that's amazing.
yeah. As a matter of fact, it being the oldest field continuously operated in the world,
Absolutely.
there's no reason why Clinton shouldn't become the home of much baseball lore, as a matter of fact, and we can collect it and repose it here in Clinton,
I
thereby
agree.
making Clinton a tourist destination as well. And I'm going to get to that in a second, because I do want to mention some of the other diamonds
Thank you.
that the diamond mine will yield, according to my plan. I've already mentioned the fact that the baseball exhibitions themselves, as well as league play, will be theoretically replaced by 2024. But in addition to that, I have in mind for 2025, placement of Fuller Field in the National Historic the National Register of Historic Places as a national historic site. That will increase the prestige of Clinton as well as it becomes a tourist destination for that baseball attraction. In addition to that, I have in mind, and this is very ambitious as well, but I believe it is most worthy of Clinton's attention, and that is a museum. The Museum of Baseball Parks. Given the fact that it is the home of the oldest continuously operated baseball park in the world, why not have a museum here about all the baseball parks? And that would include, you might remember, the all-girls professional baseball league. It was depicted in a film, A League of Their Own, with Gina Davis. You might remember that. For 11 years, there was a women's professional baseball league. Okay, and they played in some of their own parks as well as some of the, existing parks that the male players had played. In addition to those, to that genre of baseball, I have in mind baseball parks from the major leagues, the minor leagues, the Negro leagues during the era of segregation, as well as Little League baseball parks. Why not?
Why not? That's very ambitious, I like it.
Yeah.
I like the
I remember
museum
the
part.
first time you came in, it's like, he wants a mini Cooperstown, and it would be, I like the goal.
We rival Cooperstown, but in a different manner. Not duplicating what Cooperstown does, but
Yeah.
Clinton's unique flavor.
Unique.
I've been to Cooperstown.
I like that a
I
lot.
think I'd rather hang out in Clinton.
Why not? But you see, and therein lies the frosting on the cake, because what this also means, in addition to prestige enhancement, is revenue enhancement. I haven't even spoken about that, because there would be additional usage fees, on account of both exhibition and league games. There would be royalty income as a result of the town of Clinton licensing its intellectual property with regard to these various attractions as well. As property taxes due to the physical location of the museum, and what I haven't mentioned yet is the Worcester County Hall of Fame. I mentioned that because that's going to get buy-in from a whole bunch of the towns in Worcester County. And I mentioned that specifically because right here in Clinton, you may have heard of Sliding Billy Hamilton. You may not have as well. Well, he played for the Boston Bean Eaters, and he is in Cooperstown. This goes back to the vintage era of baseball. Sliding Billy Hamilton, and I know you've heard of Connie Mack, East Brookfield. Connie Mack was the manager of the Philadelphia Phillies for 50 years? I think he holds insurmountable world records in terms of number of victories all told throughout a career, and as well, number of losses.
Wow.
And that's just a couple of the towns, and I haven't even surveyed all of the towns, but I've mentioned the most notable ones, and that includes Worcester, of all places, because I know you've heard of Jesse Burkett. Well, he coached in Worcester as well at the College of Holy Cross. And you might have even heard of John Clarkson. Or you might not have, but he played on the Worcester Ruby Legs in 1882. He's also in Cooperstown. But I think you will most appreciate from Worcester as well, Lee Richmond, a pitcher for the Worcester Ruby Legs, and he pitched the world's first perfect game in a minor league park, as a matter of fact, in Worcester.
Getting a lot of history here.
See, that's my point, to sell the
Yeah.
idea that would get
So what,
in, what do I require?
You
yeah, what do you
clearly put a
require
lot
from
of time
us?
in it.
Just your acknowledgement and goodwill.
Well, you got it, right?
I will be doing whatever
It's a low
all that I
investment.
can to promote what it is that I have in mind,
I mean,
including producing
I'm
an
all for
essay
it.
film
I went and
about
saw the
Fort
Grays play at the Woo Sox, and I thought that was like the coolest thing,
I'm sorry, I
like,
couldn't hear what you said.
a couple of the people that live in town, they play on the Grays that
Right,
plays
yes.
here, and then a bunch of us went and watched them play at the Woo Sox, and it was just, it was pretty cool just to see,
Of course it is.
people that you play ball with or your kids play with, and then they're, down on the field at the Woo Sox doing what they love and enjoying it. I think there is people in town that would love to
Definitely a
see
baseball
something
town.
like that. Yeah.
Of course.
So when
and
you
yeah,
start gathering
that's-
all your things, you're gonna need just like our schedule for the fields and stuff too, right?
That kind of thing too, as a result of, it would affect your budget, which I have not, yes, the budget. Okay, I haven't actually seen your financial statement, so I don't know where these entries go, but I'm assuming that you collect usage fees
Yes, we do.
as well. Okay. And I did mention that in the handout.
Yeah, I
Yes,
saw
There are
that.
other-
I saw that.
There are other technical details which I have to get that I haven't had access to, and it hasn't fitted my schedule to delve into it more deeply to this point before I actually present what I have in mind, so that you could assess it for yourself there and see the value. And the important thing for me is to point out the additional value, and I think that comes through both financially and otherwise when we talk about the prestige of Clinton as a baseball town, and why shouldn't it be, being the home of the
Right,
world's
right.
most continuously operated baseball park?
You seem to be prepared.
I'm just predicting.
Well, we wish you the best of luck and we'll help you in any way we can.
Yeah,
Thank you.
as far as field usage, you
Absolutely.
can come down and make an appointment with Laura and I, and we can discuss the cost for renting the field.
Well, that's a bit premature right now.
Okay.
I'm working right.
Eventually.
Well, eventually it will be absolutely indispensable, because we're talking about beginning this next year.
That'd be
So we're
cool.
talking about, yeah, well, I would prefer to be able to do that. It's my project for this year and the better part of next year as well.
Well, I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank
You said
Thank you.
2023,
In
Diamond Mine's coming.
2023, at least exhibition games. And it depends on how much enthusiasm and energy there is for league play as well. We may be able to do that. If I'm able to pull that off, I will. However, I projected it for the following year.
I think there's enough of us
Very cool.
here that can
In,
put that out to people we know that have played baseball and enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
that's my point.
Yeah,
And male as well as female, why not?
why not?
Amanda, are you good?
I like that.
I mean, I do like small balls. You know, I play softball and I always choose,
softball.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I did, no, that's a good point. Softball, why not include softball?
Yeah,
I like the that you pointed out, like the diamonds thing you were saying.
Yeah,
I like that.
well,
'cause,
to
like,
play on
to-
words,
thinking-
baseball diamond and
Well, yeah,
diamond mine and
exactly.
acres of diamonds.
But it's
From
like-
Russell Conwell.
You think about it, it's like we take so many things for granted in Clinton, like the dam and everything. Like I grew up with the dam, you know. I grew up on that end of town. Never really thought about it. And then one day I'm looking and I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, like that's
right.
that's unbelievable. Like no wonder so many people come here a day.
Why not? It took 10 years to fill that up.
Oh my God, unreal.
That's right.
By
As a
hand.
matter of fact, the buildings are
hand.
still there. The buildings, the roads, the streets. Do you know the story about the helicopter that crashed in there? I'll tell you that story another time.
I'll give you my card.
Okay.
I spoke to the chief engineer many years ago. He's telling me that it's a young boy. I'm digressing. I'm
okay,
sorry.
so, well,
Pat,
thank you
Commissioner
for your
Kerrigan,
presentation.
Can I ask
and-
Mr. Barros a question?
Yep,
Have you been in touch with Terry Engano from the Clinton Historical Society?
I have not, but I've been in touch with.
Oh, he would be a
I could give you
plethora
his
of
information. He's a gold mine.
Yes.
Okay, I do need to be in touch with the Historical Society as well as other societies and commissions.
Because that might
in town.
help bring
Yes, it will.
more of a validity to
Yes.
what you're doing, so you
Yes.
get local parks and rec and maybe local historical societies.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
And Terry's great.
He does like a dull man's club like every month too.
I'm sorry, what does he do?
A dull man's club.
Through the
Don't
Council on
answer.
Aging.
Yeah, you,
Up
yeah.
at this,
Oh, is it?
senior center.
Yeah.
Are you saying
Yeah.
doll?
Okay,
That's the
so
name of the
That's
club.
the name of the club.
So
But he'll
I
post
see
about it
that.
in the Clinton pages, and I mean, I'm kind of jealous I can't go to him, but
Well, you could, but you just are busy.
I can get you that information too,
Really
what the Dull
don't
Men's
know.
Club
Yes,
is.
They might
I
let you
appreciate
in,
that, thank
Mrs.
you.
Kerrigan.
I can get my AARP now.
Okay, thank you for that presentation. We'll be looking forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you,
Welcome, I will
Mr.
keep
Barrett.
you
Okay,
apprised of my
any
progress.
other
Yeah, thank you
public
so much.
comments?
You're welcome.
Public comment?
Any others?
Motion
All
to
right.
adjourn?
Motion to adjourn is on the floor.
Second.
Second by Joe, all in favor?
Aye.
Closing at
6:57.
6:57.